Danny Ricciardo believes that Red Bull have become a beast since he left the team. The Australian departed Red Bull in 2018, moving to Renault, that is of course now Alpine, before struggling with 2 seasons at Enstone before failing to make an impression with his next move to McLaren. Ricciardo finds himself back in Milton Keynes as third driver to Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez, with his duties set to include commercial activities such as show runs, as well as simulator work. Addressing his return to Red Bull, Ricciardo explained, "I felt at home, very familiar, but also I was like, oh, this team has grown in the last few years. It is a beast, but certainly a familiar feeling." With Pirelli set to conduct in-season tests on their tyres, the Australian could afford to stay race-ready for, of course, some work in a Red Bull and current Formula 1 machinery in 2023. I'm definitely keen to have a crack, just to stay kind of race fit, if you will, so the body doesn't go into complete shock when it hits 5Gs. But also, if there was a test tomorrow, I'm still good. I'm still happy to have a bit more time off. So as the year progresses, for sure, I will put my hands up, but not foaming at the mouth yet. I'm still happy to ease into 2023. AlphaTauri have revealed their new car for the 2023 season, with Nick de Vries and Yuki Tsunoda set to take the wheel for the team. Now, the sister team of Red Bull had a bizarre launch, to say the least. It wasn't broadcast live on the internet anywhere, but they did reveal a new splash of red to the car. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below on the new look AlphaTauri. Do you think they'll be able to improve on last year's disastrous season? And finally, Max Verstappen has insisted he has no problem whatsoever with Lewis Hamilton, believing that there is a mutual respect between the two drivers. Now, the two champions, Hamilton and Verstappen, have been locked in a bitter rivalry seemingly on track for the past 2 seasons. Red Bull driver Verstappen toppled Hamilton in 2021 after a fiery campaign full of incidents culminated in a controversial season finale, of course, in Abu Dhabi. Whilst Mercedes' inability to mount a competitive challenge cooled the rivalry somewhat last year, a collision between the pair in Sao Paulo at the Grand Prix in Brazil reignited that spark. But adamant that there isn't an issue whatsoever, Verstappen said, "I have no problem with anybody." Referencing the driver's meal that was had in Abu Dhabi at the end of last year to send off Sebastian Vettel, Verstappen added, "We had dinner together in Abu Dhabi, and we had a lot of fun and a good time together, so everything is fine in that regard. Of course, we want to beat everyone, including Lewis, but we are drivers, so that's normal. We have a lot of respect for each other and each other's performance." So will that rivalry come to the forefront once again this 2023 season? We all wait with great expectation, as pre-season testing is just round the corner. For everything on that and more, get onto GPFans.com and GPFans Global across social media.